Hey guys, well, I'm heading out on my camping trip. I'm already almost to the place where I'm going to be camping. I'm driving on this dirt road behind me. I'll probably be about 6 miles from the highway up this hollow where I'm at, which was a big mining hollow back when I was a kid, when my dad was still alive back in the 80s. They used to be mines all up and down through here, but now it's pretty well vacant. There's still a couple strip mines in place, but they're on down that way. You may hear one of the coal trucks in the background. But driving to the place where I'm going, and there's a big field here you can see behind me where people shoot a lot of guns against the bank here. And I saw something that I'm gonna grab some of it to take with me. Somebody's dumped out some logs, and I'm gonna snatch up some of these. You guys might see all those grasshoppers. They're everywhere. But I'm gonna snatch up a few of these because I know it's supposed to rain later today and tomorrow. You can see now there's some pretty dark clouds in the sky. But I'm gonna snatch up some of these and split it up later for firewood. Right now it's kind of warm out here, guys. It's close to 90. But once I get to where I'm going, I'll be under the shade of the trees and it'll be a lot cooler. And once I get back to there, I'll show you guys the campsite and we'll get it set up, and hopefully I'm gonna cook me something to eat because I've only ate breakfast today and I haven't had anything else. Stay with us, guys. Alright guys, I made it to the place where I'm going to be staying. Actually, it's across the creek over here. We're in that area. And once I get everything set up, I'll show you guys around, take you for a tour. But I gotta unload all my gear. Got water and food in my pretty pink cooler right there. Got some snacks in that bag and all the rest of my gear. There's my detector and my shovel's up in the cab. I gotta get it out. And my pinpointer and stuff's in this bag. Here's my pistol. Yeah, I did bring a pistol, guys, to carry while I'm up here. Because in this area we do have bear, we have coyote, fox, but I don't suppose anything's gonna bother us today. You know, I've never had any troubles with bear or anything. I've been in these hills a lot since I was a kid. Never encountered one, so pretty much they keep their distance because they're just as afraid of us as we are them. Okay guys, I finally got all my gear packed over here to the campsite. I'll show you guys here. Me and my wife and daughter and son have camped here over the years. Actually, me and my wife and my daughter just camped here over the weekend. Here's our fire pit that we had. Some firewood that I'd already gathered the last time, and this is the stuff I just picked up. My tent will be right here. And then all this surrounding area over here is flat. And then back here it goes straight up the mountain. I mean, like straight up and down. And it's flat all the way up until the end there, until it meets the creek again. I'm gonna take you guys down to the creek. Show you the creek. I'm just right adjacent to the creek. Probably not 50 feet from the creek. Right here's the creek. There's a lot of minnows. We call them minnows, and that's what I'm going to stick with. There's a lot of them in this creek right here, guys. Crawdads, crayfish, whatever you want to call them. But the creek stretches course, all the way out of the hollow, but this is the part, the bank I have right here. I don't know if you guys can see, but those little minnows are swimming everywhere in this creek right here. See them there? There's tons of them. They're everywhere. I brought some bread. I may get some bread and come over here and give them a little bite to eat. There's some bigger ones, smaller ones. I'm sure under that rock there's probably some really big ones. But I'll quit ranting, guys, and I'm gonna try to get myself something to eat and get the tent set up, and then we'll take a stroll up the creek here and I'll show you guys some more of the scenery, and we'll do a little detecting. Stay with us, guys. Alright, guys, here's what I got. This is my fry pan. This is some Army surplus cooking system that I have. It's a fry pan. This goes on the top. You can put contents, and this is the bowl. Just picked these up at the Army surplus store. This I got from the surplus store. This I actually found out on a job site, or close to a job site where I was working one time. It was buried in the side of the bank. But that's what we're going to be cooking with today. I brought some kielbasa and some bread, and I've got noodles and other things. But I'm going to fix me a bite to eat before we actually go up the creek here. I've already prepared up some small tinder, but this is my fire starting kit that I carry in my backpack. I've got anything from a ferro rod in here to matches, a lighter, several different ways of gaining a fire. I've got different types of tinder in here. I've got lint from the dryer, which works absolutely great. I'm going to show you guys. Got some cotton balls and some small candles in there. That way, guys, if one of these fails, my matches get wet, if the lighter runs out, I'll still have this, and I'll show you how to use this if you guys don't know. But this is my fire starting kit, and I'm going to show you guys this new knife that I got, bushcraft knife. It's got a hickory handle. Actually, guys, I made this myself. I made it just a couple days. I worked on it for a couple days before my trip. You guys can see my initials right there that I stamped, and then on this side it's got the state of West Virginia. I made this from my brother Eddie from Backyard Custom Knives brought me some lawnmower blades that his son obtained, some industrial lawnmower blades, and that's what I cut this out of, and put me a bad one edge on it. And I had this hickory that I had harvested a few years back that I actually made a hickory bow out of. And if you guys are interested in seeing that hickory bow, just leave it down in the comments and I'll do a video on it. But I love to camp, guys. I like bushcraft, and I really enjoy it, being out in nature. But I brought this knife so I could try it, and I'm going to do a technique that's called batoning. You bushcrafters and campers probably already know what I'm talking about. You take your knife like this, and you get a small log, and you just hit the blade, and it works effectively to split that wood, so you can work it down into smaller pieces, so it's easier to obtain a fire to keep it going. And see that, guys, it works great. It's called batoning, and you can split up your wood this way. And it's a great method to do that. But I really like this knife and the way it turned out, and I hope it works well for me for a lot of years. I think it looks great. I made a pommel on the end here, took the tang all the way through. It's a full tang, and that way if I need to pound on anything, I'll have that ability as well. Anyway, guys, let's get started. What I'm going to do here is take a piece of this dryer lint, and all that is just right out of the dryer, just right out of the trap. It works great to strike with this ferro rod. And since this fire bed's dry and it's already got ash in it, I'm not going to put anything in the bottom. I'll show you how this works. Fluff that up a bit, just get the fibers exposed. And just take this see how quickly that caught, guys. Works great. Dryer lint. Works great with your ferro rod. It's a little trick I learned by watching other YouTubers. A little blow on your fire. A little oxygen helps get it going. And just feed it small stuff first. And once it gets burning a little, you just start adding little pieces on it. And that way you don't smother it out by putting too much on it at one time. This is pine, so it's very resinous, and it's great to burn. It burns quickly, but it burns hot and fast. These pieces I was batoning, they're actually birch, and this bark, guys, is great for starting fires. It's very oily. It's got its own flammability about it. It works great to start fires. We'll let this get going a little bit here before we start putting our food on it. Alright guys, I got my food going here. Just cooking over top of this little fire. We got it going good enough to cook with. I got that, and I got some bread here behind me. Probably have this on a sandwich, and then maybe have a granola bar. Just got me a little stick here that I whittled the end up, sharpen the end up, so I could use it as a utensil to flip this with. Yeah, I love this, guy. This is great. So peaceful. Just out here in nature. Being self-sufficient feels good. Sorry about the filming, guys. Feels good to be away from the internet, the news, and just everyday things, you know. Just take a break. As soon as we get this done, guys, we'll eat it, and we'll set up the tent so we can put all our gear in it, and then we'll walk up the creek a little bit. Stay with us. All right, guys, there's dinner. I already had one piece. It was really good. Eat this other piece, and then we'll grab us a granola bar, and then we'll set up the tent and start taking a little adventure. Alright guys, tent set up. Covered up my wood with this piece of plastic that I had. Got the detector and my shovel ready. So we're going to hit this creek and see what we can find, guys. Please like and subscribe and have a blessed day in Jesus' name.